That's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray going down the middle, and it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Murray now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Swift, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Switch. Ready, go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Yeah, he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down now, Swift. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. He was looking for Matthews that time. Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers. Because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback, trying to throw the football, rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them. And that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers, to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
And they're swooping. Give them 32 on the play.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. Now left side on the swing pass. They find some open field here. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Check safety, check safety. Watch the twist. Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Watch the shift.
On second down, it's Pollard. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On second down, Swift takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On third down, Swift. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
This is taken at the 18. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. All right, who we got? Hey, watch that.
Throwing on second down, Murray. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
36.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Let's get this.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card. And a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Check. Watch 54.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Monte Nicholson picks it. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Cooper was the target there. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
On first down, Swift. He's got a first down and more past the 30. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Squeeze, get in there. Got it.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up.
Here we go. 60 points. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. They'll run on first down. Swift. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Now Martinez to throw on second down. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing on 3rd and long. Martinez steps, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Michael Pilardi now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. A big play there just before halftime. 66 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
First down, Murray. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Second down, Murray sets to throw. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And that's Elliott, complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. Murray now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Fielded just inside the 20. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
A Redskin 1st down. The pickup, 15 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Ready. 15 Lonnie. Two times. Even. 4 down. Even. Check. Lock it. Check 37. Ready.
Right back to him on 1st down. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
64, weak. Check. 25. Check 25. Check 25. You go take.
And to give this time to the tailback. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Hey, me and you all day. There you go.
Martinez on third down. Buying time, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray, and he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now, standing just outside his own goal line. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And that will come the offense as they take over. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. He's got Fuller.
Martinez's pass complete to Will Fuller. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 7.
On the set. 451. 61. Matchbox. Light. Delta. We got 4. We got 4. Mike 51. Mike 51. Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
But this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Check, 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 check. Watch out, watch out. Oh, showing it, showing it. He's crashing. He's checking.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Murray from midfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On third down, Swift. He'll have a first down past the 40. The 40. Past the 20. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions.